best sprint result that he's had so far this year. Can he back it up with his best Grand Prix result? Hasn't finished any higher than soft front, soft rear. Certainly is the initial information. Also for Acosta, Quartararo and Mir on the second row. Martinatore.
Factory MR, he's on the second row of the grid. They line up then on the front row, an all Italian front row as it is now. Bagnaia on pole position for the first time in 2026. Marco Bezzecchi, he'll be wary of the fast starting fellow Aprilia in the hands of Jorge Martinez, looking for his second double win. Do not discount Johann Zarco. He might need some rain. Will the rain fall at some point in this Grand Prix of France? Round 5 about to get underway. Lights out and we're racing here in Le Mans. It's a great start from pole position by Pecco Bagnaia as he goes to the gearbox. The front wheel comes down, the smoke though from back through on Alex. Here comes Joan Mir for a long way back into the Shimano Bertha. At this early stage, Quartararo should not be having those kind of issues. He's on the soft front with Aldeguer, Marini. Zarco also went for the soft front.
So this is Martin, who's now taken Ayagura for 6th place at the start of 4th place. Quartararo's now got Jorge Martin up behind him. He's now got Jorge Martin up the inside of him. More places lost for Quartararo, back to 6th.
Digi's Ducati was twitchy. It was towards his teammate Agura, Mir and Bastianini also ahead of him.
So once again, it was a lightning start from Jorge Martin. He's right down the left-hand side of the circuit. He's round the outside at the moment of Quartararo and Mir, and then there he just gets sort of caught up behind Acosta's KTM, has to check up, lose all of his momentum, and that allows Bagnaia around the outside of him, Quartararo up the inside of him, and all the places that he gained in those first 100 metres or so were handed back again. We've got Martin and Di Giannantonio getting stuck into each other now into the Dunlop chicane. Di Giannantonio not letting that one go easily.
Yeah, the problem is they are letting the top 3 go while they have this particular little melee. Di Giannantonio's a little bit offline going through La Chapelle. He's going to cut to a late apex. On the inside he goes. It says thank you very much back through a Martin. This particular battle though is playing in the hands of Bezzecchi, Bagnaia and Acosta. Now Martin sends it on the inside of Digia into turn 7.
Bagnaia is really closing in. He took 4/10 on the last lap out of Marco Bezzecchi, and he's dragging Pedro Acosta along with him. This top 3 starting to close up now.
Said on Friday, you could just see Bagnaia. It's body 37 because Jorge Martin is flying. Oh, Bagnaia's gone down. Pecco Bagnaia. Well, quickly that front end tucked underneath it. There it starts to slide, and that one's not coming back. And there is more Sunday drama coming the way of Pecco Bagnaia.
Pole position and another sprint silver, but once again, no Sunday points for the 2-time MotoGP World Champion, and that could be a key moment.
Agile by the corner speed the Aprilia has. Is Martin going to be close enough to strike on Acosta into the first chicane? You bet he is. Seizes the inside line. Beautiful move that by Martin. He'll just drop across the nose now of Acosta, blocking the exit speed of Acosta, who just would have had to chop the throttle there. Broke Acosta's momentum as well. Brilliant work that, tactically superb by Martin. He's second and the win looming. 100 kilometers an hour. Great corner speed this time, Martin. He comes from a long way back, and Jorge Martin on the inside of Bezzecchi into turn 3. 3 laps to go, and it's at turn 3 that Martin makes his move. Bezzecchi, what have you got?
Surprised Bezzecchi didn't see that one coming. Came from quite a long way back, and he just Bezzecchi had to dry it.
To this onslaught from Jorge Martin, and it has been an onslaught.
Yeah, he came, remember, from over 2.5 seconds back earlier on in the race. He was 7th, wasn't he, for so much of the early stages. He stayed patient. He's made the moves when he could. They've all been very pre since winning the World Championship. Jorge Martin, your time has come again.
It really has. He has been undoubtedly quite phenomenal in France here this weekend after a brilliant sprint win from the 3rd row. Jorge Martin wins the French Grand Prix here in Le Mans for the 2nd time in 3 seasons. He completes a dream double. Winner of the sprint, separating Marco Bezzecchi and Jorge Martin. I think Massimo really money pinching at the moment because he's living the dream. First ever Aprilia block out of the podium, and he's with Jack. Compromised his hopes of winning this French Grand Prix. Happy to say that Jorge proved me wrong, and what a charge it was back through the pack. A class move that on Pedro Acosta in the first chicane. This one was pretty good as well, wasn't it? The key moments, the race-winning overtake. First time at that point that Jorge Martin had been at the front of a MotoGP race since Malaysia back in 2024. Just out of picture there, Ayagura streaking towards the completion of an all Aprilia podium. There you go, there is the signature Martin celebration.